Donuts video, right? I might actually put this on the screen and paint the picture for you, actually. I did a Dunkin' Donuts video, aka I bought Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast. Then I stayed up, and then I bought Subway for like lunch/dinner later that day, like 10 hours later, right? And that was the day that I bought like $50 worth of stuff. The steak sandwich included. I bought that steak sandwich, and then I bought 2 of these foot-long pepperoni sandwiches that day, right? Only ate the steak one. That was on Friday, I believe. Saturday morning, I was awake very early. I was going to my house at about 9 in the morning, so I went really early, around like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and I brought some Dunkin' Donuts for my grandma, and of course got some for myself too. So we went from Dunkin' to Subway to Dunkin', and then I went from Dunkin' Donuts with my grandma to my house, where I ate Subway with my dad, in which I bought myself another pepperoni pizza sub. It was very different working with a different Subway, but you may be surprised to hear. But that was that, and then so that was my Friday and Saturday food. We went from Dunkin' Donuts to Subway to Dunkin' Donuts to Subway, and kind of ate the exact same thing in both places both times, if I'm being honest. Then I think after I had gotten home, I might have eaten some pretzels at some point, I think, yeah. And then yesterday, before I went to sleep, I wasn't recording a video. Guess what I ate? Pepperoni roll, fresh from the farmer's market. Basically the same damn thing as a pepperoni goddamn sub. And then what did I eat after the pepperoni roll, you may ask, because I was still hungry. Leftover pepperoni pizza from the video from the other day. And I guess technically, because I did eat that pizza before everything else, the timeline is pizza, Dunkin' Donuts, Subway, Dunkin' Donuts, Subway, pepperoni roll, pepperoni pizza again. That's what I've been eating for the last, what's today? Monday? Tuesday? What's today? June 29th, Monday, 3:36 in the morning. Happy 2-year anniversary of Yuri Prohaska getting knocked the fuck out by Alex Pereira the second time. That's where we're at though right now. Yeah. Still a good reheat. So I did, like I said, I bought these the other day ahead of time because after doing it one time, I knew that I liked these when they were reheated. I thought they still tasted really good, and I could then use them in the middle of the night, like right now when Subway is not open, to then do a video, which is what I'm doing. Although I do want to have a video up in the next 12 hours because it's 3:38. I need to be done with my next video for today by like 3:38 p.m. It's 3:39 a.m. now. I don't want to upload another Subway video because the video from yesterday was Subway, which means after I eat this, sometime between now and 3:40 p.m. or something, I need to go somewhere else and get some other kind of food to put up for a video today. Does that make sense? think it was the McDonald's Subway video that I did them both at the same time. In the gap between that video and when I recorded the steak cheese sub video that went up yesterday, and I recorded that on Friday, so I think it was from like a Thursday to a Friday, like a week or so apart, eight or 9 days apart. In that gap, every time I was hungry, I was craving these pepperoni subs, but I didn't want to keep spamming them, you know what I mean? And I made it work fine, you know, I had plenty of other videos and other places to go get, but I'm just saying, like, every time I was hungry, even for, like, not doing a video, I wanted to go and get that pepperoni sub. And that's also kind of why I got so much for this, because I figured, like, late night and leftover, I could get more or something, or that sentence didn't actually make sense compared to what I was attempting to say. I apologize, I'm loopy today. I've actually just got up like an hour and a half ago, but I was like so wired and addicted, and I kind of still am, if we're being honest. I think the addiction will taper off, but if you remember, like a month or two ago, when I started eating Hot Pockets on this channel a little bit more often, I had a video that said like Hot Pocket Addict or something, because like every time I was hungry, all I wanted was those goddamn Hot Pockets. That was all I felt like eating. I don't know why. They were so good, and they were just hitting the right spot. And then I think the last time I had them, it was like a bit of a bad batch, and I kind of got waned off of the itch. And I feel like that almost happened with this, because the one that I got from the other Subway, that's closer to my house and not my apartment, because we got a different one. It was just different. Sorta. Well, I don't know how to explain this. I always do like the mobile orders, right? And the way that location's mobile ordering worked is entirely different than this one's. Okay, not that much different. That was a bit dramatic, but it's different enough. At my Subway right here next to my apartment, if I wanted extra pepperoni or extra cheese on this, it's an extra $2 to do that. It's like per tier. Like you can get extra cheese, $2, extra pepperoni, $2, double pepperoni is like $4. Pretty big gaps in the prices there. At the other Subway, it was like $1.20, $1.40 or something. You know, the tiering for the pricing for the extra toppings was different. And on top of that, that other Subway, they did not allow me to order light marinara sauce. I ordered light marinara sauce for these ones because I don't want my sub to be as marinara-y and messy, because I just am not in love with a large amount of marinara sauce. And they wouldn't let me do that. It like would not let me select that in the app. It was like mandatory regular marinara sauce. Okay, I mean, I'll deal with it, right? I got like extra pepper. I got like extra pepperoni on that one. And something I noticed that I can't tell how big of a difference this made. I think this has extra cheese on it too, but I can't actually remember. But the way that they did the sandwich was different. They, cause you can like, I mean, you can see the layers here on this sandwich, what it is. To my belief, it is pepperoni on the outside, and the cheese is like wrapped kind of inside the pepperoni mostly, and then that little part right there at the edge is where the marinara goes. The one that I had from the other place, and I'm surprised that this mattered this much, but the other Subway, it was like the cheese was a layer on top of all the folded pepperoni, so nothing was folded inside of the pepperoni. It was a layer of cheese on top, and then it seemed like the marinara was layered on top of that. And that's how they did the sub. The organization of the ingredients was entirely different, in a weird way that I did indeed kind of notice a difference in, to the extent that I did kind of notice a difference in the taste almost. I don't know how that works, but again, different locations, different amount of freshness maybe. They also didn't even cut my sandwich down the middle, which makes me wonder, what the fuck were they doing in that? I'm playing, it's not that serious, but interesting differences. But that one that I was eating the other day, on top of the fact that I had like just eaten Dunkin' Donuts with my grandma, Then I was eating a mid-tier version of this a few hours later, which is pretty close proximity meal-wise for me. I was sitting there thinking like, wow, this one's not that great. I wonder if I've shaken my addiction because this is a iffier kind of experience. Nope, we're still addicted. Hopefully after this video, doing this one and the other one, if I do it today or tomorrow, our brain will come back down to earth. Turned up a bit of the gamma on the camera a little bit. It wasn't any lower than I normally do it, but I did notice the camera was very, very dark today. It was emphasizing the black background a lot more. So much so that I took my light bar, which usually sits upright, well, not over there, usually this one sits upright over here. It's laying horizontally behind me, as you can see by the underglow on the microphone and my arms. It just wasn't getting enough light on this background today. I don't know why. Lighting and cameras are very, very weird. My headphone tickled my leg and I thought I dropped something. It happened again. The way this is wrapped, it gives a nicer, thicker, chunkier bite than the other one that I had. Like the layers of the pepperoni are just, it's a good, thick pepperoni filled bite. Not the same sensation as the other sub that I had from the other location. Yeah, this Subway is way superior. I know I do kind of favor the locations that are very close to me, like the McDonald's and the Dunkin' Donuts and the Subway. I've been doing them a lot lately. I try not to unless it's like a special promotional kind of meal, I try not to repeat the same location twice in like a week or so. Because I feel like video-wise, that's very close proximity. But for me, I don't know if it's just the way that I live, or just how long my days feel, or how my brain is wired with these videos, doing them every day. But like a 2 or 3 day gap between places feels like huge to me. Like if I get McDonald's on Monday, by Thursday or Friday, if I'm out of an idea, if I don't have an idea for a video, I'll tell myself, yeah, that's a decent gap for McDonald's, because that Monday feels like forever ago to me at that point. And that's how that kind of ends up always. Those things kind of end up in close proximity. I try to keep it fresh, you know? Isn't that their thing? Subway, eat fresh. But, you know what I mean? good, like, carbonated, properly carbonated or overly carbonated sip, and the fizz is just like, it damn near feels like acid on your tongue. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Anyway, I still haven't actually even decided if, like, this is the end of the video or not. I haven't decided if I want to add that other sub to this video and make it an extra long video, but I don't think I will because there's like very minimal reason to do extra long videos. And I don't want to make it unnatural. Some of the powers they would consider to be unnatural. Is that the line? I don't remember. I might save that other one just to reheat and eat casually because I don't want to hold on to this video any longer than I have to. And I'm also kind of worried that it won't, last or be as good of a reheat after a certain number of days. It's 4 in the morning. What the fuck is going on upstairs? This guy was like, he's doing stuff upstairs. I don't even know if he's like walking around up and down the stairs outside. It was like 20 minutes ago as well. This guy's up and active doing something right now. I don't know, but maybe this is the end of the video. You know better than I do, because I straight up have no idea. I played that fucking Sand Raiders game yesterday for like 11 hours. I got into like 1.5 fights, and that shit is so damn fun. Pure cinema. It's like prime Arc Raiders levels of cinema. Arc Raiders. If this Sand game wasn't in like entirely early access and wasn't so buggy and had a little bit more depth to it, it would kill Arc Raiders immediately. The Sand game is like 10 times the threat to Arc Raiders that Marathon was supposed to be. Marathon fucking sucks. Whenever I have a video like this where I like sometimes stagger my whispers in a different kind of way, like I was to be doing a regular ASMR video, because I am a fast talker. I talk very fast for ASMR. I know I do that. It's kind of hard to notice for me, but whenever I talk like slow, I feel like I'm forgetting points and stuff if I don't get them out fast enough. But whenever I do talk slow like this, I think about like regular ASMR videos that I used to do, or doing them again, and I just like, it always sounds fun to try to do them again. But I just can't fit that into my life. I can't. Not without any like financial incentive, I guess is what I would say. Because I always think about like doing like memberships and stuff on this channel, because I know people want to like support and whatever, but like at the same time it's like, what is he doing up there? Yeah, like I wouldn't mind doing like X amount of regular ASMR videos for people to enjoy like per month if they like paid for it or whatever, but again, even that, it's like, I feel weird about people giving me money for such silly videos. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I'd feel like they aren't worth you paying for, but who am I to say? That's up to you to decide, not me. But anyway, I'm going to escape from here now. What is he doing up there? I wonder if you can even hear that. It may be really subtle for you. Anyway, I'm gonna run along now. This is probably the end of the video if I had to guess. Weird tone to this video. A bit different. There's like Angry Zach, Happy Zach, and then there's like Pondering Zach, and today was like a Pondering Zach kind of thing. I feel like Happy Zach was like the last few days. We haven't seen Angry Zach in a couple weeks.